Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren und liebe Züchter, ein ganz besonderer
Ladies and gentlemen and dear breeders, a very special moment for all of us, in particular, but of course for the family Sosath. At the age of 28 years, he has sadly passed away. An exceptional Holstein Stallion from the famous line 776 Between the Seas. You all adored him for years, especially with his multitude of international offspring in the arenas of this world. Way too early he passed away, this important son of Landos, Ahorn, Calypso I, who has meant above all the daughter of the house Janne so very, very much. He was so special to us. We learned to ride on him. We rode with him the first little competitions, both Hendrik and me, because when Dad went on the weekends on tournament trips, then we could ride him fault and style jumping, and then later the big classes. We're also really good and successful with him. I've been participating at the Young Riders Championships honoring Hans-Günther Winkler, and Hendrik won one time. We won several competitions and had above all completely a beautiful time. I was galloping with him every weekend in the pastures. I was galloping with him on the beach of Lordanos. That was very special. I think his offspring have always been characterized by a lot of attitude and a special fighter's heart. For example, Lordan was directly born here with Nail Nassar. He has really won several $1 million jumping competitions and World Cups. Although he was so small, he had such an attitude, such a fighter's heart, that he could win everything. Hendrik's Lady Lordana, who is endowed with unlimited scope, for example, was always placed in the Derby, started with Hendrik even in the Grand Prix in Aachen, and showed superb rounds there. Or Lex Luger, one of the Landadel offspring who could win the Hamburg Derby with Carsten Otto Nagel. And so there were quite a lot of different offspring all over the world that are successful with all age groups. So with juniors, children, young riders, but also really in the big sport, in the World Cup show jumping, and also in dressage, eventing, also hunter and equitation, really in every discipline. The distinctive thing was just the character. It was unbelievable with what kind of sovereignty he appeared. He was always super sweet with us kids. He always looked out for us. In the stallion barn, he was always the boss. He didn't want other stallions to go past his stall. Then he became a bit dominant, but otherwise, he always was super honest. And that is also what he passes on to his offspring. They all have this typical big eye and a lot of other characteristics he passed on. This stallion has given so much to our family, breeding-wise, sport-wise, but also especially privately. And he will certainly leave a big gap. But we remember him very well, and we just want to say thank you again. Thank you, Lordanos, for this beautiful time.
Ja, und das sind zwei ganz besondere.
These two are very special for me. Lady Lordana and Hendrik. Lady Lordana is one of our best mares that we have, who have performed internationally in the sport, has jumped the Hamburg Derby successfully several times, jumped in Leipzig and Aachen, has been part of the Aachen Grand Prix, and we're going to show you in a few seconds. And who is this next rider who doesn't have this experience, who hasn't been able to make friends with the Sirs so far? At his debut here, namely Hendrik Sosath from Lemwerder, Lower Saxony, with a self-bred Lady Lordana, Oldenburg, daughter of Lordanos. Third, however, was he with Casino Berlin at the German Championships. Also a fantastic success for him already, once in the field of the absolute best in the world. To have qualified here for this small field of 40 in this Grand Prix of Aachen is great. Lady Lordana, by the way, a few weeks ago he was his Derby horse, with which he became 11th in Hamburg. This course has a lot in common with Hamburg in terms of size. The horse has space in order to concentrate on the jumps, but now comes the 110-meter hurdles on the long, good 100-meter line. There is a sensation in the air for Sosath, but unfortunately the pole on the ground now. Beerbaum knows how that feels. The man who is not taking part today, Ludger Beerbaum, won the Grand Prix 3 times, has gone through all the highs and lows of top sport here, also in the Sosath. But still, I think you can say congratulations to what this combination has shown here. Great parallel to Ehning at the last fence, great sports. If it goes on like this with a number of 4 penalty results, it will be decided over time who belongs to the best 18 pairs in the end. At the moment, he is 7th. Let's wait and see anyway. That was anything but just decorative accessories what these two showed here. Even the father here in the checkered shirt said again, great performance, my boy, and our horse. And that's a Lordanos mare out of Lady Heide I. She once became German champion mare, and actually it's also nice when I see her eyes now, Hendrik. Now, how they went up there, maybe the camera can capture that. We have once Lordanos as a picture there on the wall, and on the top we see our 2 children, Janne and Hendrik. The left picture is Janne up on the balcony. Maybe we can shine it a bit more. We see Lordanos as he stands out for himself. And Casino Berlin jumped in the Riders' Tour, also went to Aachen. And this is the product of it. And of course you love such horses. She comes straight out of the open barn, is 3 years old. And we see them both side by side. Casino Berlin out of Lady Lordana. She has already given birth to several foals, and she still is not for sale. And there we want to hope that we can see her more often again after Hendrik has recovered completely. We'd like to ride some more big events, maybe in Hamburg again, maybe Leipzig, all these beautiful shows where we'd like to go. But this is a little bit our breeders' proud when you see these products. Yes, definitely. If you've ridden the mother, ridden the father, and then you see such a great mare, you are happy that she'll be fully trained to the point that you can compete with her again. And this is also a worthy memory of Lordanos, who has given us so much and meant so much to us. And what I like personally best of all, he'd been competing until the age of 17, enjoying his life so many years at our start, and then in the summer, on the beautiful green meadow, he fell asleep quite peacefully. And these are the beautiful memories. We don't want to withhold that. So that nothing will happen, please leave the arena carefully. This is a real powerhouse, this Lady Lordana. And then, if she'll get out right away, you can do another round. Also a lot of quality, a really modern and athletic type. Also still has a lot of the mother. Has really a lot of power, also the length in the body that has been handing down by Lady Lordana.
Jawohl, Janrik.